Okay, final bit of parabolas. We've already talked about how to take them from general form to a standard form. We've already figured out how to complete the square, find the vertex, find the directrix, the focus, and the axis of symmetry. The problem is we've graphed them by hand, but to check our graphs it'd be nice to use a calculator. To do that, however, when we go to a calculator, we're going to have things in terms of y equals. So, in our case, what we're going to need to do is let's solve this for y. Now, the easiest thing to do is multiply both sides by -1. That takes care of this, and we get negative x plus 1 quantity squared equals y minus 4. Well, to solve that problem, add 4 to both sides. So my final equation is y equals negative parenthesis x plus 1, the quantity squared, plus 4. That's what I have to put into a calculator. Now, to do that, you'll notice we go to y equals, I plug in the negative outside the parentheses, x plus 1 squared plus 4, hit graph. It doesn't show up on the screen, so I'm going to go zoom, standard. And it should look fairly much like what we had previously. We move back 1, we go up 4, it is pointed down, and here we get to see how wide or skinny the graph truly is. So, with that, that's how you graph. Now let's go ahead and graph the other one. This was easy because it was easy to solve for y. This one, on the other hand, somewhat more difficult. So the first thing I'm going to do is give away the 4. 4x equals, and we come back to, not equals, I'm sorry, minus 6. Now, that equals y minus 2, the quantity squared. So I'm going to square root both sides. I come up with y minus 2 equals the square root of 4x minus 6. Starting to get ugly already, but that's all right. Now, we're going to have a problem, whereas this should be both plus and negative, but when I put it into a calculator, you'll see what happens. The only thing left to get this solved equal for y is to move the 2 to the other side by addition. So 2 plus the square root of 4x minus 6. Let's grab our calculator, plug it in. Y equals, and we'll clear this out, 2 plus second square root 4x minus 6, and again and in parentheses for good measure. Let's graph it. And you'll notice this doesn't look much like a parabola because we don't have the plus and minus version. If we were to go in and put the minus in, much as before, you would get both the plus and the minus version of the graph. So you wouldn't get just this, the positive version. You would also get the negative version. So that is graphing with your calculator, and that means you need some homework. To do this, this is the homework. Pause the video after we're done. Write the problem down. Find the vertex, the directrix, the axis of symmetry, the focus. Remember, the focus and the directrix means you take the p and you either add or subtract the p to get the focus and the directrix. Finally, write the standard form. So, from here, complete the square, find all these pieces and the standard form. That is definitely quiz and test worthy.